The Nervous First Night. Guo Jiaxing held his cup, his gaze neither looking at nor avoiding Yumi. Yumi noticed that his eyes were brown to the front, look very focused, but very indifferent. Guo Jiaxing drank sip by sip, and when he finished, Yumi said, "Do you want more?" Guo Jiaxing did not pick up Yumi's words, but put the cup on the table, which meant no more. Because they could not find the right words, Yumi had to continue to stand in front of Guo Jiaxing, but could not decide whether to wear it or not. Why was he so calm? How was he so calm? Saying nothing, doing nothing. His face was set up like a meeting place. Yumi could not help but be nervous. Yumi thought, screwed, he didn't like me. But it might not be right. Guo Jiaxing's face was not satisfied and was not dissatisfied after all. Perhaps he felt that the marriage was already good. This should be the style of leadership. No matter what, as long as he felt okay, things were set, and there was no need to stagger. This was even more unlike. Yumi at least is a girl, not a wood. There was no one here. He shouldn't have no movement at all. Yumi stood stupidly for a long time, but calmed down as well. Yumi herself also felt strange. Why was she calm? Like participating in the people's military meeting? Although calm, Yumi was really afraid of Guo Jiaxing. Guo Jiaxing said, "Let's rest." Guo Jiaxing stood up and began to undo his clothes. Guo Jiaxing seemed to be in his own home, just facing his family. Guo Jiaxing said, "Rest." Yumi realized that he was already sitting on the bed. Yumi this time even more panicked, but her brain turned fast. But no matter what kind of decision was not good. Guo Jiaxing was unbuttoning very slowly though. After all, just a few pieces of clothes have been undone. Guo Jiaxing got on the bed, the same bed that Yumi just slept in, the same place that Yumi just slept in. Yumi was still standing there. Guo Jiaxing said, "Rest." The tone was the same, but Yumi could hear that there was a hint of urgency. Yumi didn't know what to do. Yumi at this moment only hoped that Guo Jiaxing would pounce on her and tear her up. To be raped was even better than this. Yumi is still a girl. In order to marry this person, she can't strip naked and then climb into bed. How can this be done? Guo Jiaxing looked at Yumi, and eventually Yumi stripped naked herself and climbed into bed. Yumi felt that what she took off was not her clothes, but her skin. This was the only way. Liu Fenxiang said, "A woman can be high-hearted, but a woman cannot be big-headed." Yumi was naked, and Guo Jiaxing was also naked. His body exhaled a faint odor of alcohol, like the kind in the hospital. Yumi lay on her side next to Guo Jiaxing, who gestured with his chin for her to lie open. Yumi lay open, and they began. Yumi was too nervous to move and let him do it. At first, Yumi had a little pain, but after a while, it was fine and smooth again. It seemed Guo Jiaxing was still satisfied with Yumi. He said something halfway through. He said, "Good." At the end, he repeated, "Good." Yumi was relieved at this, but things had some turns, as Guo Jiaxing didn't find any color when he checked the sheets. Guo Jiaxing said, "Not." This word was too hurtful. Yumi must express something, but either expressing it lightly or heavily would be bad, which might go worse. Yumi thought about it, sat up, and put on her clothes. In fact, this kind of action was the same as nothing, which could only comfort herself. Yumi, herself, knew that her heart was a big piece of fake. Yumi wanted to cry, but dared not. Guo Jiaxing closed his eyes and said, I didn't mean that. Yumi lay down again, lying next to Guo Jiaxing. Yumi blinked and thought this time it was really assured. Yumi should be content, but Yumi suddenly thought of Peng Guoliang. If she was given to Guoliang, Yumi would be fine. However, she was kept till now and passed it off like this. An indescribable self-pity surged into her heart. Fortunately, Yumi endured and the harvest was finally worth it. Guo Jiaxing smoked 2 cigarettes and turned to Yumi's body again. Because it was the second time, he was much more relieved. Guo Jiaxing's body was pulled and pushed like an office drawer. As he moved, he said, Stay in the city for more days. Yumi understood what he meant and felt more at ease. Her head was sunk deep into the pillow, tilted to the side, her lower lip biting tightly with her front teeth. Yumi nodded a few times, and Guo Jiaxing said, I have a patient in the hospital. Yumi rarely heard Guo Jiaxing say so many words, and she was afraid that he would stop, so she asked casually, Who? Guo Jiaxing said, My wife. Yumi turned her face, looked at Guo Jiaxing, and suddenly her eyes widened. Guo Jiaxing said, It's none of your business. She's in the advanced stage. Within a few months. Come over as soon as she leaves. The smell of alcohol immediately filled Yumi's body. She felt like Guo Jiaxing's advanced stage wife under his body. Yumi was filled with fear and wanted to scream, but Guo Jiaxing covered her. Yumi's body was shaking wildly in the bed. Guo Jiaxing said, Good.